How is it going, everyone? It is AJB here, and as you can see, we are doing the Florida Panthers, and this team, by goodness, this team looks crappy. This team does not look good whatsoever. Roberto Luongo looks like he's going to be our saving grace in net, and man, I can tell you, he really was. Roberto Luongo is an excellent goaltender in this game, and I'm definitely going to consider using him in the future. But as you see, we have really nothing up front at all. We don't really have anything in the back either, besides two defensemen in Jovanovski and Brian Campbell, who I really like. I like Brian Campbell a lot. But JovoCop is a nice, cheap team of the week, and I'm not sure how I'd like him, but he was he was meh. That's a great word to describe him, as meh. So we're just going to get into a game after we apply some contracts and all that good stuff on Scotty G. Scott Gomez is actually a really fast player in this game, so if you need a cheap fast center who is actually somewhat decent at faceoffs, I'd recommend Scott Gomez. But we're going to search for an opponent here, and as you will see, I face a lot of good teams in this episode, which is never a good thing. Ever a good thing. So we are facing someone who has the Canadian flag as their logo. Pardon me. I blanked on what a logo was. But you will be able to see his team right here. It is actually really good. Getzlaf, Carter, Duchesne, Shattenkirk. I don't know why you put Shattenkirk there. I believe Shattenkirk is American. Don't kill me if he isn't. But I'm pretty sure Shattenkirk's American, and that kind of ruined his Canada team build. Maybe he is... I don't know. Forget it. I'm thinking of another Blues defenseman if he isn't Canadian. So let's get into the game. We're actually going to strike first. Brad Boys. Actually, I'm just joking with you. But he gets intercepted, and we're going to pass it up. Kulikov this time gets absolutely smashed. Fleischmann coming in, gives it to Huberdeau for the cross-crease swag, and it is 1-0 early in the first, and I thought this was too good to be true. We actually have a lead with the Florida Panthers early on like a decent goaltender, I'm pretty sure it was. But Jonathan Huberdeau was getting where he needed to be, which is really all that matters in this game. If your AI aren't cooperating with you, then you're not going to win the game. But if your AI are in position for the cross creases and slot shots, then you are really going to have a lot of success. And we almost strike twice there. But Shattenkirk, the guy whose identity is under question, gives it to Ryan Getzlaf. And yeah, he's going to go around with it, do a little cross crease himself, and Kartzi gets it to be a 1-1 game. And as the first would wind down, we get a glorious opportunity here, but there's like no time left. We get a save on it. And it is 1-1, pretty good if you ask me, with the Florida Panthers going into the second period. I mean, I'm keeping right up with them, honestly. Like, a lot of these teams with good players really aren't that good themselves, so that kind of helps me out a bit. But we would not be quiet. We would continue on. So we're going to bring it all the way up, sauce it all the way to number 88. And he is just going to do something, looking like Patty Kane out there, number 88. Mason makes an unbelievable save, but he's going to play it out. And as you can see, he has Brett Burns, and guys, he's honestly like stacked. And we're going to get a nice play right there by number 12. I don't know who these guys are. Brad Boys, former Sabre, right there. Getting it done as his goaltender was terribly out of position. I really don't know what a lot of these guys are thinking. I mean, if he would have just not taken goalie control, he would have been just fine. So, word of the wise, don't take goalie control unless it's a backhand forehand. Like, it's going to be a backhand forehand on a breakaway. Just don't bother, because you're probably not going to make the save. And that would end the second period, and we actually have a lead. It's unbelievable, isn't it? We're keeping up with him. As I said, he's getting some of the better opportunities, but we are really keeping up with him, and we are really we're hot on him. We're really getting there. In a sense, I don't know why I'm losing my words here, but we are on the warpath. And as you see, we get another cross crease swag right there. And 3-1. I'm using a lot of cross creases with the Panthers because, guys, none of the Panthers can really snipe. To be blatantly honest, I'm going to score however I can with these guys. After all, EA Sports, it is in the game. So I guess you gotta live with it. It's like FIFA with the headers. It's really unavoidable to not score with them. If they're there, you should utilize it. But don't use it excessively. I don't use it excessively. You'll see in the next game I get some nice goals. But in this game, with his stacked team, I felt no other options were there. And that play is unpreventable. That cross crease right there, I don't know what it was. It just goes through the players, it goes through the sticks, and perfectly right lands in there to get Bergeron the puck. But we would not need another goal for the insurance. As you see, time is winding down. Things look a little weird because he's coming in and he looked like he had a cross crease. And bingo bongo, Roberto Luongo, and we will dust it off with a big win. 3-2 victory. Really solid performance from Luongo. This guy is actually really good. Luongo, he has 16 saves on 18 shots. And in Hut, that's a really good performance. Anything over an 850 save percentage is really remarkable in Ultimate Team, considering people take a lot of high percentage shots. A lot of people don't just throw things on net, except for me. I tend to do that a lot. But, yes, that is what happened in Game 1. And I realized that I was missing a player. Like, in the middle of the game, I realized that I was missing one of the best players on the Panthers right now, and that is Alexander Barkov, the stud muffin himself, Alexander Barkov, and I needed one. I really did. I mean, he was already boosted when I had him, when I found him, and I wanted to get him boosted anyway, mainly because he's playing really well in real life, so why not boost him up a bit? So Alexander Barkov will be coming to the team, and he will be on the first line, and he will be representing the Florida Panthers in pretty much the highest way possible on the first line. And you can tell this guy has Rick Nash. This guy's team was even more stacked than the last guy. He was QC, I believe he was. I don't think his gamertag was, but he definitely had rocked the Quebec, and he certainly didn't play a very great game. All he did was literally cross crease. Like, I know I cross crease sometimes, totally, I admit it. Like, it's unavoidable. But literally, all this guy would do is cross crease. I'll show you, like, half of the opportunities he had that were cross creased. Roberto Luongo made some splendid saves in this. He really kept me in it. But this guy really, really loved the cross crease. Like, that's all he literally did. He had nothing else up his sleeve except for the cross creases. It's really kind of sad. But I guess if you're up for a very boring play style and just doing the same play over and over again, that's what you do. And his team is absolutely stacked as poop. So there's really not much it seemed like we could do with Alexander Barkov on our first line. And again, like, he tried so many cross creasers, and we finally get a penalty shot as someone is dragged down. I think that might have been Kulikov. No, it's Kopecky, pardon me. But he is coming on in. He does the little fake to the left and goes right. And we get him thrown off. You can tell he's not a very good goalie. He doesn't play club. Don't really know what he was doing there. He was anticipating me to go left, but I went right. So we are going to kick it up, but Perry intercepts. But Bergenheim to Kopecky does a beautiful deke. Subban is waiting, but Huberdeau gets a failed cross crease attempt, and he puts it in his own net. Don't know what PK was doing there, but he certainly screwed up big time. Absolutely huge on that play. He literally, the puck was clear pretty much. He just needed to get it out, and he passes it to his own goaltender and out into the net. Not out, into the net, pardon me. So we are going again. Perry with an unbelievable save by Roberto Luongo. That was game-changing. That was momentum. That was money. But we couldn't keep it out of the net longer. We couldn't keep it out of the net for long. Luongo does stone Nash, but as you know, sometimes cross creases, man. Cross creases, bro. The struggle is real with cross creases. It really is. The struggle certainly is real, and that's a shame. And Giroux gets absolutely decked. Like, he got absolutely wigged after the whistle. It was amazing, and it felt great to just destroy this kid. So that's good. 2-3, we are down, which is not good. But Roberto Luongo would keep us in it, except he didn't keep us in it. With that was not good. Roberto Luongo, I wouldn't say he should have made that stop, but I'm saying he probably should have came a little closer. I think that went 5-4 or something. That was kind of weird. But it matters not, because we get a nice little goal with Jonathan Huberdeau, and that is just nice. 3-4 is your score. Here we go. Check the flow. And yeah, we're coming back right now. So here comes someone getting decked. Go Boys leading the rush in. Boys is just going ham. And we cross-crease swag it to him. We bring the fight to him with Fleischmann tying it up with his favorite play. And that is just sexy. Oh man, that was just justice. Justice. I decided to do some cross-crease swag and hey, I tie it up. Take a look at that. Whew, this game was really memorable because all this guy did was cross-crease, and Roberto Luongo has been absolutely stunning. He is a stunner for sure. Don't know what it is about him, but he's always ready. Kopecky on a break. He does a terrible flying poke check. That was an insult. I think Superbman would be offended by that. And it is 5-4. We've completed the comeback. We just need to hold on for another 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So we are not done yet. It's like that Billy Mays infomercial. But I'm not done yet. I think that was Kopecky again, and he makes it 6-4. No, that was Barkov, pardon me. But yeah, I decided to send him a message saying nice cross-creasing, and he just said he got wrecked by the Panthers, so lol. But I don't often send messages to people, but when they're that notoriously cross-creasing and not trying anything else whatsoever, I feel like they deserve a message. So we are on the way back up to Division 1, and we had a great game. It was pretty even. He threw some more at the net, and Luongo came up big. Even though he let in 4 goals, he made some stellar saves, and that would be the game. That is the game. Barkov, this is pretty decent when you boost him up, I have to say. Barkov is nice when you boost him up. I don't know about his regular card. Fleischmann is a really good player. He's good all around. He's just fast. He has decent hands, and he has a decent shot, so what else do you need? Brad Boyce is actually a decent sniper as well. Brian Campbell is fast. He's got amazing offensive skills, and he's really a good asset for anyone's team. And Ed Jovanovski was kind of meh. I didn't love him, but I didn't exactly think he was a liability. Dmitry Kulikov is a good all-around defender. I'd say Jonathan Huberdeau was the star of the second line, though. He actually is really fast. He has a decent shot, and he really does tie up on faceoffs a lot, which is really nice. And Kopecky has been a hero in the last game. I wouldn't say he's amazing, but he's definitely gotten things done for me. We got Crab, Mueller, and Gomez. Gomez is really good. I don't know what it is, but he's just fast, and he has a decent shot. Whitney is good all-around defender. He's somewhat fast, which is also good. And Goodbranson is very meh. A lot of these guys are meh, but the big MVP of this game, these games, is Roberto Luongo. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. Roberto Luongo truly is a complete goaltender in this game, and I feel like you should pick him up. So here is the Florida Panthers collection guide. There are so many players on this team. It is just ridiculous. 27 players. And here are all the logos and jerseys. Take a look at this one. This one. There are 2 homes. Make sure you remember that all of them, some of them look slightly different, but like majority of them look the same. Just come back to this video and just reference it yourself. It's a lot easier. And here are all the players: Shore, Markstrom, Joe Vokop, Goodbranson, Fleischmann, Huberdeau, Versteeg, who is now in Chicago, Campbell, Boys, Kopecky, Mueller, Bergenheim, Kuba, Kulikov, Gilroy, Whitney, a lot of these unrare guys, Mateu, Weaver, Upshaw, Crab, Gach, who's on Pittsburgh now, Butler, Matthias, Clemenson, Gomez, Winchester, and Pinizotto. Thank you guys for watching. Check out next time when I'm pretty sure we will have a better team. Yeah, we'll have the Kings next time, the overpowered Los Angeles Kings, and I hope you will stick around for that. If you did, please leave a like on this video, and Tepra contains Alexander Barkov. So talk to you later, have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.